Hello, and welcome to Bruin TV's announcements. We are coming to you live from Studio 119.
I'm Ashton Estes.
And I'm Delilah Higby. And this is Bruin TV.
Please join us for a moment of silence.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a lot of events going on next week. To take a look at them, here's Bruin TV, Thomas Kierwak.
Thanks, Ashton. On Monday, we begin BHS Mad Week. The dress-up theme for Monday is monochromatic or wear the color blue. We have our Mad Week opening assembly. We will follow the assembly schedule. Varsity baseball versus Apolpa here at 5 p.m. JV girls soccer versus Skytook here at 5 p.m. On Tuesday, it's Scrabble dress-up day. Dress up like the first letter of your name or wear the color red. Powder buff volleyball during 7th hour. On Wednesday, dress up like Guess Who Day or your favorite celebrity or teacher, or wear the plain color yellow. Penny Wars during 3rd hour classes. Bruin Bites food truck event at 5 to 7 p.m. in Unity Square. On Thursday, live dress-up day. Dress up like your future career or wear the color pink. Penny Wars during 3rd hour classes. BHS internship meeting at 9:15 a.m. in the Freshman Conference Center. Baseball versus Noah here beginning at 4:30. Girls tennis versus Claremore beginning at 3 p.m. BHS Spring Play Arsenic in the Old Lace at 7 p.m. in the FAC. On Friday, Battleship Dress-Up Day, or wear the color camel, or wear the color green. Mad Week closing assembly during advisory. We will be on the assembly schedule. It is the end of the 3rd quarter. TCTC applications due. JV Blue Baseball versus Sand Springs here 5 p.m. Boys Soccer versus Bishop Kelly here beginning at 5:30 p.m. Saturday, BHS Spring Play Arsenic in the Old Lace at 7 p.m. That's all the things going on here next week. I'm Thomas Kierwak for Bruin TV.
Thanks, Thomas. We all find value in learning science, and one of those classes is chemistry. Bruin TV's Kaven Newsome talks to BHS chemistry teacher about the class.
There are many science teachers here at BHS, but do you know about the chemistry teacher, Miss Rector?
I had a fantastic chemistry teacher in high school who made me just love chemistry and how interesting it was. And so I've always kind of wanted to be able to do that for somebody else and kind of show them how awesome chemistry is and how much you can do with it. I know some parts of it can be a drag, but it's actually a really great thing to do. You learn a lot about a lot of different things, and you can kind of figure out even more stuff just from knowing some basic chemistry.
When asked if she had any struggles with chemistry, this was her response.
A little bit, yes. There's definitely some parts of chemistry that take a second or two to get, but once it clicks, it just makes so much sense, and you just feel so smart for knowing it. I didn't really expect that there was so much you could do with it. I thought it was kind of a narrow field at the beginning, that you could only sort of work in a chemical company, but there's a lot of different things you can do with it and a lot of different ways you can go into things that are interesting to you.
For Bruin TV, I'm Kaven Newsome.
An Oklahoma icon recently passed away. Bruin TV's Madeline Waller tells us the story of this Oklahoman the world knew.
You may not recognize the name Rosie the Riveter, but you may recognize her poster and the slogan, "We can do it."
Marina was raised in Wichita, Kansas. In fact, during the war, she worked at a Boeing factory helping to build B-17 bombers. After the war, she and her husband, who was also a World War II veteran, who was a part of the D-Day invasion, landing at Normandy, France, they came back and they settled in his hometown of Tulsa.
During World War II, Rosie the Riveter actually had a large impact on women's equality and women's rights movement.
Rosie was based on the women who, by the thousands, entered the workforce during World War II because so many men were off either fighting in the war or serving in the war effort, and so there were thousands upon thousands of vacant jobs in factories and all kinds of different sectors. I think in the airline industry alone, there were around 300,000 Rosies, 300,000 women who worked in the airline industry. And in fact, during World War II, somewhere around 5 million women filled positions in industry, in government, the private sector, to help with the war effort and to help support the war effort.
Marina Matavelis and all of our Version of the Riveters are true history icons. If they can do it, so can we. For Bruin TV, I'm Maitland Waller.
You might have heard that one of our very own senior students recently wrote and published a children's book. Bruin TV's Logan Van Pearson brings us more about Bartlesville High School's published author.
Most everyone can name a children's book that was read to them at some point in their childhood. Our very own senior here at BHS, Caden Carr, writes his very own, A Non-Stopping Hopping Kangaroo.
Honestly, I grew up reading a lot of children's books, and it was very special as far as the bond between me and my mom, and we used to read books all the time together.
Caden says he had a special bond with his mother as he grew up reading children's books with her. When she passed away in January of 2022, he wrote this book in her honor.
I kind of decided to write it kind of for her and kind of in her honor, and just to kind of carry on her legacy that she did for me and my siblings, and I just kind of decided to do it for her, I guess. I didn't know what to expect as far as like what people would think or if how many people would buy it, because I wasn't really focused on that. But I've been really blown away with how many people have been supporting me and all the kind words. I've been hearing stories of kids enjoying the book and everything, and it's meant the world to me to see kind of that impact it has on their lives.
With Caden being our very own published author, his story shows us that even in the face of adversity and challenge, you can achieve great things. Logan Van Pearson, Bruin TV.
Spotify has long made music suggestions for its listener. Now the company is rolling out a personalized, artificially intelligent DJ to announce its songs and mimic listening to it on the radio. It comes on the heels of AI software like ChatGPT, making waves in other sectors. Spotify's new AI disc jockey is powered by its acquisition of AI voice platform Sonatic, and will only be available to premium subscribers for now.
That's all for this week's live Bruin TV announcements. Watch each week to find out information around BHS in our community.
I'm Ashton Estes.
And I'm Delilah Higby.
And this is Bruin TV.